Hello, my tubies and my teletubbies. Today we are going to be talking about narcissists and how to handle them. I haven't spoken about narcissists for a while now, and I've been kind of busy. But I have recently, as you know, I am a advice coach, and I've been getting several phone calls from some of my clients, and they are suffering with these narcissistic, toxic parasites. So I am going to just make a really brief video here on how to handle these narcissists. How do you handle them? Well, first I recommend you don't try to handle a narcissist. Now, in theory, anybody can learn to change, but not when it comes to narcissists. Don't try to handle them. Just run. Run. Life is way too short and challenging enough. So the last thing you want to do is invest any time and energy, because those are two things you can't get back, is dealing and trying to handle these narcissists. It's a losing game. Now you have to think about, where does narcissism come from? It comes from a parent that was either way too overprotective and raised the child to believe that they are entitled to things without them having to put in much work, also known as AKA a spoiled little brat. Now, since they were raised to be spoiled and bratty little children, common sense will tell you that they're going to grow up to be spoiled and bratty adults. Now, the second reason is the child has been neglected or abused. So they grow up feeling that they're going to get you before you can get them. That's their strategy. They become so self-protective that they put themselves above everybody else so that they won't be hurt. Narcissists, they have a mental illness that can't be fixed. It cannot be fixed. Things that happen to them in their childhood, it has disfigured their brain in some way, and that can't be fixed. They don't respond well to therapy because they don't feel or see that they have a problem. They think that they're special, they think they're unique, and they think they have it going on. They live in this fantasy world where they feel like they're the top dog. Oh, I'm the top dog. Look at me. I'm superior. They feel that there's nothing wrong for them to fix. It's the rest of us, according to them. It's the rest of us who have the problem, not them. So like I said earlier, don't try to handle them. Just run, my darling. Run like a bat out of hell. They can't change what they refuse to acknowledge. That's why they don't change. Since you can't change them, the only thing you can do is you're going to have to learn to deal with them. You're going to have to learn how to tolerate them and how to deal with them. Don't let them pull you down, however. Don't let them pull you down into a dark, bottomless pit where you can never do enough to make these people happy. Don't let them do that to you. You have to have boundaries. That's the key. That's the secret. When you set these boundaries, you have to stick with them. It's not your job to try to fix these narcissists. And even if it were your job, you still couldn't fix them because they can't be fixed. Don't ever give them the power to determine your self-worth. That's the biggest mistake you can make. If you give them the power, you're going to lose, because they have to put you down. They're always going to have to put you down in order for them to feel better about themselves. They have to always try to shoot you down so that they can feel superior over you. So please don't do it. If they see that you feel good about yourself and that you have peace within yourself, that's something that a narcissist, they can't endure that. That's painful for them. They have to take that away from you. They have to try to do everything in their power to tear you down. So you can never ever let that happen. That's why it's so important, my tubies and my teletubbies, for you to have boundaries set in place and you stick with it. No means no. Your validation and your self-worth shouldn't come from no imperfect human, period, if you want my view. Your validation should come from your accomplishments. You know how you set goals and you achieve them. That's how your self-esteem rises. The more goals you set and the more you achieve it, those are your accomplishments. accomplishments, and your relationship with Jehovah God and Jesus Christ. That's where your validation should come from. That's where mine comes from. People ask me, Sheila, how is it that you're so confident? You always seem to have it so together. Every time I see you, you look like the bubbles in champagne. How do you manage to do it? Because I don't give a flying dog biscuits about what imperfect people think. I don't care about society. I never really have. Since I was, 33, 35? I grew out of that nonsense. Trying to people please. Oh, forget that crap. But anyway, your validation should always come from your accomplishments. You set your goals, you achieve them, your relationship with God and Christ. Always try to see yourself the way Jesus Christ sees you, the way God sees you. And always keep the focus on yourself. You have to stay strong. Stay strong, my darlings, and always trust God and Jesus Christ. And you'll be okay. This is Sheila True Love, loving you like crazy. Until next time, my darling, goodbye for now.